So today we will discuss about the grep command. Okay.
So grep is a text processing command which will be used in various places. So when you are even doing a day-to-day job in Linux or you are doing a shell scripting, grep will be used a lot many times.
Right. So let's say this is my user, right? This is a big file. If I show this file, this is a big file, right? I don't want everything, right? So many data is there. I don't want to see these data. I only want to see specific data. Okay. So to get that data, you can use a grep command to fetch only this data, right? I don't want all this data. I don't want to check that data. So with a grep command, what you do, you use grep, then the pattern that you want to match. Let's say here I want to match test.self. Okay. So you have to put that pattern in the double quotes and give the file name or whichever output you want to grep. So if I just do etc/passwd, so it will only show me this line, right? If you see here, so I don't have to open and view all those things. I only need, okay, whether that data is there or not. So I can find out that specific data in this file. It is not that it is only useful for grepping from a file. Okay, it can grep from any output screen also. Let's say I am doing ls-ltr. Let me go to some directory. So see, I have so many files here. Let's say I have like 1000 files here. If I do ls-ltr and if I scroll up, there are many chances that I miss the name, right? If I'm doing ls-ltr and it is giving me thousands of files, right? It is most likely that I miss some of the files, correct? I might not see all the files. So what you can do there, you can use a pipe command. Just do ls-ltr. Then what I will do, what will do ls-ltr, it will send me this output. Okay, this output I am saying, okay, don't show me this output. Now redirect this output to another command. That command is grep command, and then search me a file with names. Okay, fine. So it will show me all the files that has a name as names .txt. So I can see there is a name Himanshu here written here, right? If I want to search this name, what I can do, grep hyphen, sorry, don't give any hyphen, just let me search Himanshu here and names.txt. So it will search me a pattern, okay, and tell me, okay, there is a pattern that matches with the pattern that I was searching for. Let's say if I give any pattern that is not present, let's say I am giving Praveen here, because that pattern doesn't exist, so it will not give me any output. That, okay, no such pattern is there, so it will not give me any desired output. Okay, I have other Himanshu also written here, but they are in different case, right? The first letter is capital, others are in a small case. So but I want, okay, find me everything, whether irrespective of the case. Okay, so for that reason what you can do, you can use -i. -i is used for case insensitivity. Okay, so it will ignore any cases and proceed further. Okay, so it will not say what case it is, it will just search the pattern Himanshu, whether it's in capital, small, half capital, half small, everything it will show like this. How many times that pattern is occurred, okay, how many times this pattern occurred in the file, you have to use grep -i -n, sorry, and so, okay, n is there, so n will give you the line number, at which line number in the file this pattern is there. Okay, and if you want to see the count, so count is for C, sorry, so C will give you the count, how many times this pattern occurs. So see, it occurred only 4 times. 4 lines means 4 times only. It will not consider, okay, there is one pattern here also, so it should be 6. No, it will test only for each line and give you the count based on each line only. When you are using hyphen n is showing is the actual line number in the file. Let's say my file is of 10,000 lines and you are searching a pattern, so it will tell you at which line that pattern occurs actually. Either, even if what I am using here, right, you can, as I told earlier in ls also, I can remove everything, I can just leave nic, it is the same thing. This I am telling why, to make you understand what is each option doing here. Even if I do just grep hyphen nic, that is also doing the same thing. So it doesn't matter in the sequence of that, the functionality will remain same here. Let me tell you, if I am doing, let's say grep hyphen c, what should be the output of this value command? Grep hyphen c, I am grep hyphen c Himanshu from the names.txt file. What would be the output of this? Print you one record. So if I want to find in a file everything apart from Himanshu, okay, I want, okay, leave Himanshu and do everything else, right? So what I can use, there is an option known as grep hyphen v. Okay, grep hyphen v, what it will do, it will remove or ignore everything apart from that pattern and show you. So let's say if I'm showing grep hyphen v Himanshu names.txt, so it will see, it is still showing Himanshu, but it only ignored the small letter Himanshu here, and it is showing me all other content of the file. Let's say if I gave here vi, so it will ignore the small letter, capital letter, all type of case of the word Himanshu, and then it will show you. If you want to, let's say, search multiple patterns, right, at the same time, you say, okay, I want to search multiple patterns, how can I search all those patterns together? Okay, so there is a command that is called as extended grep, or it is called as egrep. Now earlier what I was doing, hyphen I, let me do hyphen I will work the same way. I have to open a single quote and there I have to write all my patterns separated by pipe symbol. Okay, so earlier I was searching only Himanshu, now I will search Himanshu slash, okay, just a second, pipe Divya. So now what it will do, it will search for both the patterns. So it will search Divya also, it will search for Himanshu pattern. Any number of patterns, if you multiple patterns you want to search, so you can search via egrep. So many times, like when you are doing checking log files when you are checking, right, so many times you want to check for errors, warnings, so that the script should prompt you, right, if there is an error or warning in the script. So you can search or use egrep also that time to search for both the patterns at the same time. This you are doing in a specific file. Let's say I don't know which file this is there, right, I don't know the name of the file itself, okay, which file it is. So what I can do, grep hyphen I will just say Himanshu, search for Himanshu from all files star.star. Okay, star.star means all files, the name of the file should be anything, extension of the file should be anything, and hit enter. So it will give me the name of the file where this pattern actually resides, if you see here. Okay, so like if I just cut short the pattern, let's say I search only him, so it will show me him pattern in other files also, and it will tell you the file name. So many times it is easy for you to search a specific value, that okay, let's say you are searching a port number, you are searching a host number from any file, so you don't know which this port number is in which file, so you can search for that port number from all the files in that directory, and you might get, okay, this is the configuration file where the port number is stored, right. So that makes your job a little easy also there also. Okay, so then grep is also very useful. So grep is also very powerful tool. It's not like it is just very limited, it's very powerful, and it is used a lot many times. So you can use help option to view lot of options are there, count, ls, detail.
Now let's say we have this sample text file. I will open it. Now if I want to see a pattern, so as we have studied, so let's say I will say grep hyphen I will say hyphen I and it, okay, from this sample text file. So it is giving me all the lines wherever it can find IT word, okay. But if you want to match exact word, okay, you don't want that, okay, it is coming here, it is coming in its, and it is coming in with, so you don't want everything. You want only the line that contains or only the exact word that is it in any of those lines. So we want those. So what you can do, grep hyphen w. So w is for the word, so it will match the exact word. So I will say capital IT and sample text. So it will only show me the lines where the exact word IT comes. Okay, so here in it's also IT is coming, so that's why it's there. But this is the exact matching that it is coming. This is a separate character, that's why it is also coming here. But here only this is coming. With is not now highlighted. With is not highlighted for this. Okay, so to search a particular exact pattern, you can use W, or there is a command for L also if you want to search a full line. Okay. Next we have options that are called as A, B and C with grep. Now again these are useful commands. Now let's say I want to find something as Linux. So all the lines where Linux is there. Okay. But to get that I want two lines above that also, like I want two lines above this Linux line. Okay, wherever Linux is there I want two lines above that. So what I will do, grep hyphen w, so I will say I want exact word Linux, then hyphen b is for before two lines, so I want two lines, so I will hit enter, and sorry, will give the file name and hit enter. So what it will give, it will give two lines. So where what it actually did, so if I actually just remove hyphen b2, right, so it will give me all the lines where Linux is matching. Okay, now what it will do, when I'm giving b2, right, so it is also giving the lines above the lines where the matching pattern was found. So I wanted two lines, so everywhere you can see where Linux was there, above that two lines were showed. Okay, wherever Linux was there, above that two lines were showed. Fortunately they also have the same content, so you can see Linux here also, but you will see two lines. Okay, so if you see this line, above that two lines were shown where Linux is not there, so it is before two lines. Same way you have after, that is represented by A. So if I do A, so what it will do, it will show you two lines below that pattern. Okay, so two lines below that pattern you can search with using the hyphen A option. Okay, and then the third option is your option C. Okay, so what does the C means? So C is the combination of your A and B. Okay, so C2 means it will show you before two lines and after two lines. Okay, so it will show you both before two lines where the pattern is matching and after two lines where the pattern is matching. Okay, so let's say if I search for any other pattern, let's say with. So with, what it will show you? It will show you two lines below and two lines above. But maybe there are no two lines above because there is one blank line. So that's why you are seeing only one line. So you might doubt only it is showing only one line, but actually a blank line is also considered here. So that's why it's showing you blank line, and this line has two lines above and two lines below. Okay, same thing. If you want to achieve via A and B, then you don't have to use C. What you can do, A2 and B2. So it will show you the same results. Okay, but the benefit with A2 and A or B option is that you can change it what number of lines you want after or before. So in case you are going ahead and checking for any errors, any logs, so you might want to see what are the lines above that or what are the lines below that. So you can use that. So here I have an option that I can choose A4, so after 4 lines and before 2 lines. So you have both options. So after with it will show me 4 lines, whereas before it will show me only 2 lines. I hope that was clear. Thank you.